My name is Blake Feller and this is a video of my dietary habits consultation with my client, partner, Sarah Gummer. Say hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Alrighty, so to start the whole consultation, I'm going to ask you if you give consent. Are you happy to run through this and give us a breakdown of your overall dietary habits and how we can implement some strategies in order to improve that?
Sure thing.
Fantastic. Now I understand you've already been training within the gym for about a month now. Seen good results so far?
Yeah, so far not too bad.
Not too bad. I don't want to elaborate on that a little.
Oh, it's supposed a bit of increase in strength.
Good. I mean, in terms of body composition, have you seen any changes so far over the month period?
Not that much, but I just do feel better.
Good. Now, in terms of the dietary habits, I guess as an exercise professional, we can run you through the basic steps in order to have a good plan and idea, understanding of serving sizes, the types of foods you should be eating. The Australian dietary guidelines, there are 5 steps in order we can follow to help you put on the right track for a well-rounded balanced diet. Now, a well-rounded balanced diet is going to help with many things. Your sleep, it's going to help you sleep better, get more sleep. It's going to help you perform, have more energy, and obviously homeostasis, the actual body itself. If you're training hard, it needs to repair and be in a natural form. So it's going to help with all of that, and missing out on nutrients here and specific vitamins that might actually have a detrimental effect to your overall health and well-being, especially if you're putting your body under stress training 4 to 5 times a week within the gym. So we need to be across that, and if you have a general idea and guidance as to what you should be following and incorporating within your daily routine, I think it could set you up and put you in the right step for success. All right, so running you through the 5 steps and guidelines. The first is being to enjoy a wide range of foods that meet and work within your energy requirements. So your energy requirements would be whether you on your day-to-day basis you're quite sedentary at work, or if you're more active within your role and the amount of times you're gymming, I guess how much energy you're burning on a daily basis. Now, for yourself, what are you currently doing for work, and do you find that you have enough energy throughout the day in order to complete and feel energized throughout the whole day, or do you have a bit of a crash in the afternoon? How does that play out for you?
Oh yeah, I probably sit a lot of the day.
And
yeah, maybe I like to take afternoon naps. I don't know if that's because of energy or because I'm bored.
Okay.
One or the other.
Good.
Yep.
Fantastic. So that's the first step. So if we can give you enough energy through the right types of foods, that'll help you. The second being to enjoy a wide variety of foods from 5 food groups. So the 5 food groups, we have vegetables, first and foremost. We have fruits. We have beans and legumes. We have meat or meat alternatives. And we have dairies or dairy alternatives also. Now there's a sub to that, which is to try and maximize your water intake as well. That is obviously one of the most important and underrated points. So tell me a bit about that. Do you feel like you enjoy a wide range of foods, and how is your water intake currently?
Yeah, well, I don't drink much water.
Okay, well that's something we can improve on.
Yeah, don't like it. So yeah, wide range of food. Probably say a medium on that. I do like variety.
Good.
Unlike someone.
Yeah, I love variety too much.
And
joking.
And yes.
Good.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, a little bit of variety you do like, that'll help with our meal plans. Not necessarily meal plans, but what you can enjoy, a wide variety, which will be good. The third step to limit your added fats, so saturated fats, added salts, sugars, so anything that is really processed essentially.
Is that chocolate?
Unfortunately, yeah.
That might be a problem.
And alcohol. So tell me a bit about that. Obviously, you said you love your chocolate. Is alcohol something that you do enjoy on a regular basis too?
No. Don't drink alcohol, but do have chocolate every day.
Every day?
Usually the first thing before I get up in the morning.
Before, so you have it whilst you're sleeping?
No. Well, when I get up in the morning, then I have chocolate. Gets me through the day.
Okay, all right. Well, look, I mean, it might be a habit that we can try and incorporate something else, but I mean, you don't have to completely eliminate your chocolate.
I will not be.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to be. I won't. This won't end up well if I tell you to completely get rid of your chocolate. So
Not
we
for
won't.
you.
No, we won't do that. The fourth step is to promote and encourage breastfeeding. Now, I see you've got a bit of a face there. So
Why is that a step?
why is it a step?
Well,
Look,
men don't breastfeed.
well, it's just the Australian guidelines. You know, we
That's strange.
yeah, look, it's just something to encourage, I guess, for the female group. It helps the female recover from being in a pregnant state. It also obviously gives the child
It's
the
very
best.
gendered.
It is gendered.
Yes, it's strange.
Yeah, well, I mean, here you are.
Yeah, but like the Canadian one's not like this.
You could be pregnant. We don't know.
I'm definitely not pregnant.
Good. So we'll
Great.
put that in the notes.
Great. Sounds good. Okay.
Alrighty. And the fifth one, which is maybe a little more appropriate, is to care, prepare, and store your food correctly.
Oh, yeah.
So in terms of preparing for your food, you're making sure you're using sterile utensils, putting them in sealed Tupperwares, refrigerating for the general time period. Would you feel like that's something that you take pride and care of when you're handling your food?
Well, no. I mean, I don't necessarily seal them, put them in the fridge, but I do put it in the fridge.
Okay. Alright, well, that's just something to keep in mind, obviously. If you were to get any form of food poisoning or illness from not preparing your food, it puts you out of action, gets you further away from your goals, and
It does.
you can get seriously ill from it. So,
I never thought
just,
of it.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's great. So, look, after these 5 steps, what we will do, we'll go through the questionnaire. So you are happy in order to provide me some details for the questionnaire. We'll run through this together. Now, we'll put your name up here, Sarah Gummer. The date the 23rd. Now, what would be your overall goal in forms of your diet? What do you want to achieve?
Probably eat more vegetables. I tend to eat a lot of carbs.
Okay.
Because I like them better.
Okay. Now, by carbs, you mean because vegetables can be carbs?
Yeah, I mean, like I do eat a lot of potatoes, but
Yep.
I mean a lot of like processed carbs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I eat a lot of bread.
A lot of bread.
Yeah.
All right. So just to maybe enjoy a wider variety of vegetables and fruits more frequently.
Yeah.
Good. Beautiful. Now, special dietary requirements. Do you follow any? Do you have any beliefs in forms of food or heritage that you follow? Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, well, I'm vegan.
Vegan.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
Great.
Yeah?
I love it.
You love it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Do you find it a challenge at times, or have you fully embraced it?
Oh, it's not that challenging unless you try eating out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just make your own food, it's pretty easy.
Good. So it promotes and encourages you to make your own food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that gives you a better idea and understanding of what you're actually consuming too.
Yes.
Good. Alrighty. So we have vegan here. Alright. Now here's for the questionnaire. Answer these honestly, because we need to try and put you in the right direction and try and give you some tips in order to improve this. Serves of vegetables. When do you eat your vegetables and how many serves per day do you think? Now, a serve will be half a cup of cooked vegetables or even chickpeas or lentils, half a cup. How do you see salad, maybe a cup of salads? That's a serving.
Yeah. Well, I don't eat salad. But
Okay, no salad.
No. I'll eat green leafy things.
Wow.
But I would say probably 4 to 5 servings a day, usually with breakfast.
Okay, so you have vegetables at breakfast.
Yeah, I do enjoy a tofu scramble
Mm-hmm.
or pancakes. Kind of goes the other way. And then dinner. Dinner's usually my high vegetable intake.
Good. So yeah, potentially have vegetables at breakfast and dinner.
Yeah, sometimes at lunch, if you consider like soup. or like, yeah, vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what I eat for lunch. Yeah, or tofu scramble.
Okay. So we'll have 4 or 5 servings. Now, serves of fruit.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy fruit?
I love fruit.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't eat that much in this country.
In this country?
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe like 1 serving a day, if.
Okay. All right. 0 to 1 we have here. Now, in terms of fruit, what do you enjoy?
I really like anything fruit. I love sweet fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Bananas, oranges. Don't like apples.
Don't like apples, okay.
No. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries.
Okay, so yeah, definitely on the sweeter side of the fruits. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, we can try and increase your fruit intake. That'll be relatively easy, but of course it's just a matter of having, I think, fruit easily accessible. If you have it at home on a bench, where you're feeling peckish, where you might opt for bread, for instance, you might be able to reach out for a banana or something. That could be a good option.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Now, servings of bread and cereals. Yeah. What do we think?
Probably, 4 to 5, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 slice of toast might be classified as a serve of bread.
Yeah, well, I eat usually like a wrap a day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I usually have vegetables in my wrap too. I guess that's usually lunch. I do like pasta.
Mm-hmm.
I do have pasta regularly.
Now, would your serving sizes be per the book, or would you have maybe larger serving sizes?
Oh, definitely
per
larger.
Yeah.
I need to eat more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's where the 4 to 5 comes in, I think.
Good. Okay. Do you enjoy oats porridge?
I used to. I will randomly dabble in the oats nowadays, but I just ate too much when I was younger. I ate like every day, like 2 meals a day. I was obsessed.
Just got a little over it.
Very much so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, dairy. Now, you mentioned you were vegan, so dairy is not on the cards, but in terms of milk alternative, cheese alternative, something that might be calcium enriched, how many servings do you feel a day that you would, 250 mils a cup would be a serving.
Yeah. Look, I don't really know how calcium enriched cheese is in this country. Not like back home. But
do you feel like back home has more enriched foods?
Yeah, well, back home has
fortified.
Everything back home is fortified. Like your cereals, your milk's fortified in iron and calcium, which makes getting that intake a bit better. Whereas over here, I think it's kind of oversight. But yeah, typically don't really eat that much stuff except if I go out and get coffee.
Yeah, that definitely have. I mean, depending on the size of the
always
coffee,
get a large. Yeah, always get a large.
A large goods. When I say goods, obviously that will be closer to a serving, if not more.
Oh, that's great.
Now,
I need to get it in somewhere.
What do you have with your coffee? What milk?
Soy milk. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, soy milk will be calcium enriched.
Yeah, but it's not like as fortified as back home. The soy milk over here, but yeah. I mean, I probably don't get enough calcium.
Okay. Are you doing something for that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
YOLO. Just eating my vegetables.
Okay. yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Discretionary choices. Now, discretionary choices.
Talk about meat alternatives.
Yes. I missed it. Well done.
Thank
You're on the ball.
I really like my tofu.
Yeah. Meat alternative. Tell me about that.
Yeah. Oh, well, I love my tofu. Hence the tofu scramble. Do also enjoy nutritional yeast. Don't mind some meat alternatives. Really good Thai lime cakes. We'll randomly have those. Anything like bean lentil patties or whatever too.
Yeah.
As well, quite good. So probably like 2 or 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Times a day.
Good.
I suppose.
Now, do you feel like you're getting enough protein? You're working out quite a bit. Do you feel like that's enough serves for you to help reach your goal if you're wanting to build muscle and tone up?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I mean, I don't supplement with protein powder or anything. I think possibly if I get everything else on track as opposed to just eating bread all day, I think it would probably be more protein than I am taking in now. But yeah, I'm not huge on just completely kind of consuming meat alternatives because those are very processed. So
Yeah.
probably wouldn't change that.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I think maybe trying to, well, when we get to some strategies, we'll try and think of some ways that we can help improve that for you.
Okay.
Now, the last discretionary choices. Now, you mentioned that you do love chocolate from time to time.
Every day. Not
Every day?
Not
Okay. I mean, any other sweets, cakes, biscuits that, may not be necessary, but you do enjoy.
Yeah, look, I don't mind a gummy, one of those vegan gummies from Natural something confectionery.
So sweets?
Yeah, don't mind those. Not that regularly though.
Yeah, good.
I don't mind kind of random things. Like I'll get a muffin maybe once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something.
Yeah, that's
or
absolutely
cinnamon
fine.
bun. But nothing regularly, I don't think, from day to day other than chocolate really.
Now, in terms of servings of chocolate, do you feel that you would be in excess of a serving a day of chocolate?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it depends on the day. Depends if I just have chocolate in the morning when I get up, or if then I'm snackish and have chocolate throughout the day.
Okay.
Because
So do you
my
feel,
parents-
being conservatively, we could put 7 to 9 servings per week on your discretionary choices?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Gotta live life.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough.
Donuts.
Alrighty. So, look, based on this, I think there's a few areas we can help try and improve. And look, I think you have a good understanding of what you should be doing. And look, I think that if you implement some form of a strategy, I think we can put you in the right direction. In terms of getting some strategies in place to help you better around your diet. Look, I think the first thing that we can do is maybe trying to increase your fruit intake. If 0 to 1 per day, and we should be trying to aim for 2. So trying to increase your fruit intake. What are some fruits that you would enjoy eating, and how do you think we can make that more accessible for you?
Look, I really like eating any fruit. Because back home I ate like 4 to 5 servings of fruit a day.
My God, there's a cat in the gym.
It's just very expensive. Yeah, just very expensive. So I guess bananas or whenever fruit goes on sale. I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. And like I mentioned, if we try and have fruit more accessible, would you enjoy frozen vegetables maybe in the form of a smoothie or something like that too?
Yeah, look, I do have smoothies once in a while. It's just too cold in this country right now to be having smoothies regularly.
Yeah, look, it's obviously beneficial and more appropriate to be having a whole fruit as opposed to a blended fruit, but look, it's just one of those things that's trying to get your fruit intake up. So look, if you focus on trying to at least aim for 2 servings a day, I think that could be beneficial. The one thing that I did pick up on was your water intake. You said was extremely low.
Yeah.
Do you think we can try and increase your water intake?
Yeah, we can try.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, when you get up in the morning, do you go for water?
God, no. Well, it depends. I don't know. I feel like I get enough water with my vegetable intake and my coffee, and I don't.
With your soy milk coffee?
Yeah, look, it's liquid. I don't know. Look, I understand I need to drink more water. I just don't like the taste of it.
Okay. Well,
I do drink tea, though.
yeah, that can help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black tea? No added sugars or milk?
No, I don't put
Good.
any of that stuff in there.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. And the other being, look, if we're trying to increase your vegetable intake was great. You said you're trying to avoid as many meat alternatives due to their processed nature, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
You still have some. Look, I think maybe if we increase your lentils and legumes, you said you cook with vegetables and things. Do you often cook with lentils and beans?
Kind of. I think that's more like if I'm actually going to meal prep for maybe something large.
Do you meal prep often?
No. I kind of gave up on that once you started eating and one meal prepping.
Once I did. I'm your trainer at Jim's Gym. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. About that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What is going on here?
Not that often. Not that often anymore. But like if I make a big lasagna, like one of those deconstructed lasagna pots or something that has a couple servings in it, I will.
Mhm.
But if I'm just making like a tofu scramble, which is just one serving, I won't.
Mm.
Too much storing. Then I have to store it in a container and put in the fridge. Nah.
Okay. Well, is that something that you think we can work on?
Yeah. Like, look, I know what
Like
I
actively
need
trying
do.
to
Yeah.
implement more beans and.
Like in order to do that, I know I need to actually meal plan. Yeah. And meal prep.
Yeah. Is that something you're willing to do, or do you feel like in maybe a month you might just pass it off? You know, if you meal prep maybe once a week for 3 or 4 days, do you think that'll work?
Yeah. Look, I definitely think with everything that's going on in the world right now, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
But once I get back to work, hopefully in a month, it'll be much easier to kind of implement that.
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I think that we have 3 strategies for you that we can work on.
That's good.
I think you've gained a good understanding and understood what the 5 guidelines and my scope of practice are, what I can guide you in. Now, any form of supplementation, if you're after a sports-specific diet, if you are trying to work towards very specific goals and wanting to drop certain types of foods, whether it be, let's use for an example, not recommended, but drop carbohydrates for a low-carb diet. Now, that doesn't sound like something you do, which is great.
No.
But look, we would obviously then pass you on to an accredited dietitian of sorts, practicing dietitian or a sports dietitian who specialise in those sorts of areas. So as you understand, my scope is purely just to give you a direction and understanding of the food groups and what you should be consuming. So do you have any questions about today's consultation? I think that if we try and implement a few strategies here, it will definitely help you get closer to your goals.
Yeah. No questions.
No questions?
None.
Wow. You're a perfect client.
I think you covered it all.
Wow. Alrighty. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you
you
very much. I would shake your hand, but it is COVID.
Alright. It's COVID.
Thank you very much, and goodbye. Well done.
Alright, I need chocolate after that.